short professional story. Drogba is one of the best strikers in Premier League history. In today's episode of Football Stories, we take a look at how a boy from the streets of Abidjan became one of the greatest strikers of his generation and won the hearts of millions in the process. Welcome to another episode of Football Stories, where we bring you the beautiful, the sad. Didier Drogba grew up in the tough neighborhood of Yopougon, in the capital of the Ivory Coast, Abidjan. He lived with his 2 brothers and 4 sisters, growing up playing football with the street boys. His father was a bus driver and his mother a domestic worker. They were desperately poor, so much so that Drogba had to share a pair of boots with his brother, and he slept with his 6 other siblings in a single room. Despite this difficult start to life, Drogba's overriding passion was football. All he ever wanted to be was a footballer. His dream was to emulate his hero, Marco van Basten. But to do this, he needed to get out of the Ivory Coast, and the only way to achieve this was to go to Europe. At the age of 12, Drogba began playing for a local youth team called Satellite Club. Here he caught the eye of some scouts from French club Le Havre, and in 1998, at the age of 16, he left home to play for them. Drogba spent 2 years in the youth team before making his professional debut on November 23, 2000. During his first professional season, Drogba scored 9 goals in 15 appearances and established himself as an important player for the first team. This led to speculation that bigger clubs were interested in signing him. One of these clubs was Chelsea. It all began when Chelsea manager Claudio Ranieri watched Drogba play for Le Havre and immediately saw the potential of the young striker. Ranieri convinced his boss, Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich, to sign Drogba. On July 24, 2004, Drogba signed for Chelsea for a then-club record fee of £24 million. This made him the most expensive African footballer at the time. Drogba's early days at Chelsea were not as expected. Many criticized his performances and felt that he was not worth the price tag. However, he responded by improving his form and scoring important goals. Drogba formed a great partnership with fellow striker Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and together they helped Chelsea finish second in the 2004-05 Premier League season. The following season, though, was a disappointment as Chelsea finished 5th. Despite this, Drogba was the top scorer with 20 goals. In the 2006-07 season, Chelsea appointed Avram Grant as manager, and Jose Mourinho left the club. Under Grant, Chelsea reached their first-ever Champions League final, but they lost on penalties to Manchester United. To add to this disappointment, they also lost the FA Cup final to the same opponents. It looked like it was going to be another disappointing season for Chelsea until Grant was replaced by Luis Felipe Scolari, and Drogba began to score regularly once again. On May 3, 2009, in a match against Liverpool, Drogba scored his 100th goal for Chelsea. 2 weeks later, he played a key role in helping Chelsea win the 2009 FA Cup, scoring the equalizing goal in the final against Everton. Then came the 2009-10 season, which proved to be a successful one for both Drogba and Chelsea. Under the management of Carlo Ancelotti, Chelsea won the Premier League title and Drogba finished as the top scorer with 29 goals. During the summer of 2010, there was speculation that Drogba would leave Chelsea after failing to agree a new contract. Eventually, he agreed a new 2-year deal and remained at the club. However, his relationship with new manager Andre Villas-Boas deteriorated, and he found himself on the bench more often than not. In January 2012, Drogba joined Chinese Super League club Shanghai Shenhua on a free transfer. Drogba only stayed at Shanghai despite being 34 years old. Drogba still had a lot to offer, and he helped Chelsea win the 2012-13 UEFA Champions League and the 2014-15 Premier League. In total, Drogba made 237 Premier League appearances for Chelsea, scoring 104 goals. He is currently the 3rd highest foreign player in the Premier League behind only Alan Shearer and Harry Kane. After leaving Chelsea, Drogba had a brief stint at Montreal Impact in Major League Soccer. He retired from professional football in 2016, but he did come out of retirement to play for the Ivory Coast national team in the 2016 Africa Cup of Nations. Unfortunately, the Elephants were knocked out in the quarterfinals by eventual champions Cameroon. As well as winning numerous trophies with Chelsea, Drogba also won the hearts of the fans with his passionate displays and incredible goals. He was known for his powerful shot and his ability to hold up the ball and bring others into play. But what many people don't know is that Drogba was also a very humble and charitable person. He used his money and influence to help improve the lives of people in the Ivory Coast and around the world. In 2006, he founded the Didier Drogba Foundation, with the aim of helping underprivileged children in his native country. Through the foundation, Drogba has built schools, hospitals, and football pitches, as well as providing food and clothing to those in need. So there you have it, the amazing. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.